Wait a minute! You can't do this to me! I'm Ozzie Mandrill! I'm the future of the Caribbean! I command, stop!
Oh, yeah!
Elaine! Grandpa!
Darling.
Jojo!
Don't even think about it, Pink Boy.
Guybrush, how can I ever thank you for reuniting me with my granddaughter?
Well, for starters, you could put on some pants.
Consider it done.
Also,
Yes?
would you please be the governor of Melee Island again?
No way, no how. I hated being governor. Why do you think I went all the way to Australia in the first place? For the cuisine?
Grandfather, please. I can't stand being the governor. It's no way for a pirate to live. Guybrush and I need to be on the open seas, waving our swords, swashing our buckles. We're too young to become career bureaucrats.
Well, all right. But you better come by to visit.
Every month.
And I want to start seeing some pirate great-grandchildren.
We'll see what we can do.
And so the circle of life continues.
Hey, you're a talking monkey.
Oh, Elaine, I'd like you to meet Jojo Jr., the Monkey Prince of Monkey Island.
Thank you, noble Jojo, for helping to make the seas once again safe for pirates everywhere.
It was my pleasure, Mrs. Threepwood. But now I must be going. Somewhere out there, my monkey brothers and I have a destiny to fulfill.
Where will you go?
I don't really know. I hear that Martha's Vineyard is nice this time of year, but first we have a crew member who wants to disembark.
Timmy!
Yay, Timmy!
Farewell, everyone.
Goodbye, Jojo. We'll never forget you. Of course I'll never forget him. I mean, he's a talking monkey. How creepy is that?
Creepy, that was awesome.
Well, that's it. We've saved the mansion, found your grandfather, and once again made the Caribbean safe for bloodthirsty, grog-swilling reprobates. Phew, who knew married life would be so much fun?
Guybrush, now that Grandpa's governor again, we're free. We can go wherever and do whatever we want.
I'm gonna get an option here. Hey, baby. You can be my Elaine anytime. I want another shot at taming the manatee. No, that is the last thing that I want. Given a choice of Elaine or the manatee, I choose Elaine every damn time. You got any snacks? I'm hungry. I want a life-size chocolate power ship. I want the same thing that I've wanted since the beginning of the first game. I want to be a pirate.
I want to be a pirate. Elaine?
What? Come on, that was a good answer. No! He went all anxious ape on me, I think. And that is the game. That is Escape from Monkey Island. Now, I have a lot of mixed feelings about this game, to be honest. I love the story. I love the humor. I love the cutscenes. They brought those really forward and made them prominent in this game, especially towards the end. The game is almost all told in that cutscene kind of barrage at the end. At the same time, though, this game is kind of the oddball of the series. It's not 2D, it's 3D. The controls are awkward and often bad. I personally had technical difficulties throughout it. I think that is more because I'm trying to play it on a modern machine than the game itself being buggy, so I can't really hold that against it. But at the same time, the controls were not very good. The music is always good. The humor, of course, is fantastic. The story, I thought, in this one really wrapped things up nicely, although Jojo Jr. kind of appearing out of nowhere was a little weird. Bringing back Herman Toothrot and turning him into a very important character, even though he was pretty important in the first few games. Making him this vital to everything that's going on, I thought was a great choice. The only thing that I kind of didn't like was Ozzie Mandrill. I didn't like that Ozzie Mandrill really became the biggest enemy in this game, because really at the end of it, LeChuck exploded, but I swear I saw him flying, and it seems like LeChuck is still going, which means that all we really did this time was take out Ozzie Mandrill, who, in my opinion, was probably the chief villain of this game. He was the one that was there throughout. You knew it was him the whole time. LeChuck kind of made the appearance and was a tool for Ozzie, but wasn't really the main villain, in my opinion. But that's kind of a small thing, right? The voice acting, the story, the humor really stand out in the whole series. In my opinion, though, this is probably the weakest of the 4 games, mostly because of the controls, though. I think that the story is probably up there, maybe first or second in terms of story. I really do like the story in this one as opposed to the other ones, but the gameplay really holds it back, and the graphics, although good for the time, kind of, for the PC, I'll give it, like, good. It doesn't hold up very well. It looks like late PlayStation, but really this is kind of the early PS2 era of graphics, and I don't think it meets up with consoles as well as it should. Remember, this was released on the PlayStation 2, and I think it would not stand up as well as other PlayStation 2 games, but once again, I think those are easy to overlook because of the story and things like that. So for those of you that like the Monkey Island series, give this a go, definitely. It is definitely worth the play. I know it's really hard to find compared to the other ones, and it's hard to get working on a modern machine, as you clearly could tell from this Let's Play, but most of my problems were trying to get it recorded, not necessarily playing it. All the buggy things that I was having was because that was the only way I could get it recorded. But yeah, overall, lots of fun, definitely worthwhile, especially if you're already a fan of Monkey Island. I can't imagine playing this one without the previous games, though. So, of course, go through all the Monkey Island ones, and eventually you'll get to this one. Although I must say that the monkey combat, it seemed like I had to just kind of go out of my way to learn a whole bunch of stuff just for the end. I wish that they had integrated that a lot sooner. I don't know how they could have, but it seemed like a lot. I still have like an entire post-it worth of notes of everything that could possibly happen. So much detail in this, and it's just gone now. I got to use it for about 10-15 minutes, and then we were done. So once again, I would love that to have, I don't know, the monkey combat system overall, it was kind of bad. I wish they had done something to make it more relatable. You know, the insult sword fighting was so good in the original one, and they never really hit that mark again, and this was, I think, their attempt to make it more of a complicated system, and I don't know really why they had to do that. But once again, those are small criticisms for an overall good game. Highly recommend the entire series. Of course, they did make a 5th game. I'm going to just say that all of them are considered one game, and that would be Tales of Monkey Island. And we may get to Tales of Monkey Island in the future. But this is the end of the tetralogy, I think it would be called when there's 4 of them. This is the end of the original 4 Monkey Island games, and then there was a long hiatus before we got to Tales of Monkey Island. So for me, that's considered more of a remake, a revisit to the series, as opposed to a continuation of what's already going on, even though I'm sure it's full of references back to the original games. But as always, LucasArts does a lot of great work in their non-Star Wars titles. We'll go over that more later. I don't want to go too much into it, but a lot of their titles are so good, especially the point-and-click adventures. And that's one thing that makes this game an oddball, is that it's not a point-and-click adventure like the rest of the games. It's not a 2D point-and-click. This is a 3D, like, walk, and it's got weird... I don't even know how to refer to this game. It's an adventure game, definitely, but it's no longer a point-and-click, when it easily could have been. I think this game was 2002. It's not like they didn't know what a mouse was in 2002, especially since the previous 3 games all used the mouse. I don't know why the change was made for this game, why they felt that it needed to be 3D in the first place, but then once it did go to 3D, why they decided to just eliminate the mouse entirely and have everything use this kind of obscure control system. Like I said, like P and the plus sign in order to pick things up. It's just very strange. Hey, look at all those teams. Grim Fandango team, Obi-Wan team. Lots of people worked on this game. I'm surprised how many people worked on this game, to be honest with you. It did have a lot of great little details and a lot of exploring to be done. I tried to cut that down somewhat. I did still explore, but I didn't want to explore every little detail in the game. So there is a lot that I missed. If you want to go back and look at some of the responses that you get, some of the lines that are voiced in the game, I didn't go all out and get all of them, of course, because there were some points where I couldn't. Very special thanks to George Lucas, whom our company is named after, so we kind of have to do that. Oh, 2000. Still, though. Great game. Check it out.
Elaine? Timmy? Herman? Mommy?
Your mommy's not coming.
George?
George?
Hey, guys!
Who's George?
I'm stuck down here.
George Lucas?
Wally? Lindy? Oh, it's a long way down. Murray?
Murray will help.
Sean? Mike? Oh, Jar Jar?
Jar Jar? Jar Jar is now coming for you, Guybrush. But with that done, that is it for Let's Play Escape from Monkey Island. I've been Baller Scuba. I've been joined, as always, by a near-death Guybrush Threepwood, the champion of Monkey Island. Hope you guys have enjoyed this entire Let's Play. Hope you laughed. Hope you learned. Hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching.